Okay, let's do this. I like it when it's an easy one. How was your Sunday? I hope it was good. We had a nice time today. Got to visit with some friends, and they also have kids, so it's nice when you're visiting with someone that just gets you and it's easy. Um, Here's what we're going to do. We're going to layer these backgrounds. So the background, this is shorthand. This background, it can take in background color, background image, background position, background size, and you can string them all together, and the order you string them together matters, and you can do comma separated backgrounds too. So I'm giving it a background color first, and then we're going to put in a radial gradient, because that should, the nice thing about radial gradient is it starts in the center. So we don't have to do any kind of positioning with our element, and this circle looks like it's in the center. So I'm going to start with transparent because it's two characters shorter than doing the black color again. I could do the black color again, but I'm going to do that. And then we can say our first color hint, say it's 30 pixels, right? Somewhere in there. I could probably use Q or something like that, but I'm just going to do pixels. Let's do this quick and easy. And then we're going to do the orange color, right? No, I clicked it. No, that's not right. The orange color. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, oh, it's already doing 0. I think I have to say 0 because if I say 50 pixels, it'll blur. But I have to do a second color hint to say where I want the orange to start. And if I say 0, it's going to start as soon as it can, which is at the edge of that black color that the transparent color that we declared first. So we have that, and look at that. It's already coming together. Now it's going to 50 pixels now, but because we don't have another color, we don't see the second color hint coming into play. So let's do this, and we do that. And now our white is going the rest of the way. And the reason why it's not doing a blur automatically without the 0 here, normally it would, but this 1Q kind of makes that happen. If you just wrote circle, I think it'll look different. Say circle. Yeah, see, we're actually getting that automatic blurring like you'd expect with a gradient. Again, I haven't really explored this, why this behaves the way it does by saying 1Q there. All I know is it makes it a circle without having to say circle. I save a few characters. So if you're real curious, go for it. So this one we're going to say to 0, 70 pixels, and then we need one more on here. I don't need that. I need actually the transparent again, and we can just do that. And I think we have, in a few seconds there, most of our design. And this black cutout, that's going to be the body tag, and I'm just going to make a little rectangle and margin it into place right there, and it's going to be so nice. So I can use another star selector nested inside this one to select the body, and we can say background is going to be just this, and it made everything disappear because the body is stretching like full width right now. So once we throw some margin on it, we'll be able to see where it goes. There, okay. So we're gonna want 150. Yeah, we're pretty close right there. I just need a little bit more and then to move it down. So I think we're gonna do 80 on the bottom. 170, 180, 185. Beautiful. And then we're gonna turn top up, and it's shifting everything down inside. I think I can make this work. I think I can still get this. The body tag, because of the big margins on it, it's actually shifting the HTML tag. It's expanding to grow, and so that circle is still at the center of the HTML tag, but the HTML tag has grown, so it appears lower down. I can fix this in two ways. I can get the body where I want it to be, and then I can move this gradient up by saying at 50%, not 50, 50's in the middle still. Okay, that's left to right. 30%. There. You know, like I could throw in a few extra characters there and move it up. I might do that just for the sake of convenience, because let's say 40. And we're almost right there. And I could do a pixel value here, and it's easier to pixels. That's too far. Too far. 150. There we go. And well, shoot. Why even mess with this? I could probably save some characters. I'm just gonna leave it. It's good enough. It is good enough. Let's hit submit. I don't think it really gets a whole lot better than that. I might be able to change like the bottom border and the top, save a couple of characters in this margin here. But I think we're good enough. We are good enough. This is a pretty sweet solution. Just being able to knock together a gradient like that. Yeah, if I had more time, I'd explore something around this margin to not have to do this at rule of saying where I want the origin of the radial gradient to be in that gradient. That's what this at is. It's describing where I want it to start. So 50% is left to right, middle, and then 150 is how far down. And, 145 characters? Yeah. I'll take it. I'll just take it. Cool. Yeah. HTML is getting the background and then the radial gradient. Body's getting just the plain background. I wonder if I could get clever with the cascade and just cut out the radial gradient. I could do something like, yeah, I wouldn't save any characters doing that. Just to save on the background, like wrap the position in a var and then change the position to something that would be outside of the body so the radial gradient doesn't even show up. But I think at that point, so then all you'd see is this background. I wouldn't have to write background, but I'd have to write a variable, inline variable up here that takes 9 characters, and then I'd have to do at least 3, 4 for redeclaring the variable, and then I'm not even sure. I could probably do 0 and 0, so 5, 6, 7. So 9 plus 7 is I can math, I promise. It's 16 characters. And just for background, that's 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 6 is 16, 17, 18 characters. So, I mean, you're coming out a couple characters ahead. That's not enough savings to want to chase that solution. It's not huge. I like it. I think there will be other times where that could be handy. Just shift the radial gradient outside of the view box, but we're good. We're good.